Previously on Cal Poly Survivor.
You will be dropping your butts because we are merged. Look for a second.
While everyone was doing the second part of the challenge, I was able to find a secret advantage.
Okay, so all the time he's talking about like, oh, I don't have an idol, I'm still looking, I don't know where the idol is. But I don't know if I believe that. I feel like he might have the idols, you know, maybe let's go through his stuff. Interesting.
Have idols?
No.
Are you sure you don't have idols?
No. And he did end up finding it. However, I made up this huge lie that I made a fake idol and I planted it in my room to test him and to see if he actually trusted me or not.
Congratulations, you have found a hidden immunity item.
I kind of feel like at the bottom of your tribe coming into the merge, and I really like you. I like you from meeting you.
I know like we were able to get Lila onto our side. I think that she has an opportunity to prove herself to us.
If you're willing to vote with us, I think splitting the votes would be honestly the smartest idea for the six of us, for you to vote with us.
I feel really bad about having to lie to Jaina. I trust my yellow tribe more.
So they'll think the 4 is with them because plus Lila. However, Lila's going to come back to our ship and we're going to vote one of them out.
If anyone has a hidden immunity idol or an advantage and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. The 5th player voted on Cal Poly Survivor and the 3rd member of our jury, Cooper.
We're all up for blood, let me tell you. So watch your back.
We figured they had an idol, so we were gonna split it. And we did split it between you and Ben, and it would have worked out, except Lila flipped.
It's definitely a total blindside.
So bad writing down Ben's name, it's gonna ruin my game, all this stuff, but like I don't want to text. Yeah, she was like, I don't want to text Jaina and talk to her about it because
She texted me.
to change her vote.
No, she literally said, she was like, I don't want to vote Ben, but like I feel like it's okay to lie right now, but like going forward, I don't want to like lie to people. I'm like, oh yeah.
I have to fill you in on something. Are you busy? Do you have to go? Okay. So I ran into her at the library Thursday, I think. And it wasn't like a meetup or anything. I was literally getting coffee and she like ran into me. And she starts telling me, she's like, oh, your tribe is like the 4 strong and you and Cooper are at the bottom. You should flip with me because I'm at the bottom too, and all this stuff. Trying to make me and Cooper like flip with her and like start our own 3 and then go after you guys. And I was like, that's the worst thing I've ever heard. Like one day before tribal, like what? Like it didn't make any sense. But I was like, okay, like we'll see what happens. And then I call Cooper and I like tell him about it or whatever. And I'm like, I don't know how well I trust her, just because that was my first interaction and she was being very bold about it. And I straight up told Cooper, I was like, what if the 4 of them are super tight and they're trying to split us up and find cracks in our tribe to do this? But I was like,
I can stay over here if you want.
yeah, stay over there.
Okay.
Thank you, sorry.
It's so frustrating.
Yeah, didn't really talk very much, but sorry. You know, it's not your fault because you're.
No, it's not your fault. Honestly, like was a major blindside, and I like don't even have. I have the words actually. That's a lie. I have plenty of words. Lila, you backstabbing bitch.
But I'm also really terrified to see all of them because I know that they hate me from what happened last time.
You literally made me feel like I could trust you. I literally like spent so much time talking to you. I like wanted to help you. I wanted to bring you so far in this game. And for you to just like, I mean, obviously it's the game, like I get it, but I literally saw you as like someone I could compare to like my little sister. And I love Cooper. Like
Showmance?
Yeah.
I like Jaina and Cooper, we were kind of sensing that. So we were like, no showmance. Showmance isn't that weird.
He was like one of my favorites, and I'm just, we're all up for blood.
Yeah, I'm out for blood now, so
Lila's done.
So watch your back because there's gonna be a knife in it by the end of this game.
That is crazy. Like, not in a million years that I think I would go out on Survivor and find an immunity idol and play it correctly. Luckily, my tribe stayed strong and my alliance stayed strong, and we were able to sway the votes.
I'm pissed. That tribal went totally the wrong direction we wanted it to go in. We still have the majority, thank God, but one of my closest 4, he was our final 4, and now he's not in the game. They took out someone that we deeply care about, so Lila's done. She's done. She is not working with us. I'm pissed at Jaina that she fell right into her trap. I mean, great play. Great play. I'll give them credit for it. It went perfectly for them. Perfect. Those 4 played us. Played 7 of us. 6 of us. That's embarrassing. The game's starting now.
Shit hit the fan. Right now, we just got to focus on not having anyone flip. I'm always a little bit worried about Dylan just because he's more of an anxious person, and like he's been kind of wanting to put a move on, you know, like Jaina and some of them for a minute now. I think it would be a mistake if he were to flip, but I can see it happening. I don't see Dina flipping. I don't see Michaela flipping. I don't see Jaina flipping, and I'm not flipping. So we really just gonna have to make sure and see where Dylan's at, and I hope he trusts our relationship. Just, you know, I'm pissed just because it wasn't like we just voted and the guy played an idol and like, you know, like just luck. Like we just fed our entire plan to someone that we barely knew.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get Jaina out. I feel like the thing is I want to at least maintain a little bit of trust with my tribe. So, yeah, I want to maintain some trust with my tribe. So I'm going to say that, like, I'm going to talk about how Jaina spilled the entire tribal dynamic to Lila, which is dumb for whatever reason. And she also said that I was literally, like, a number on the side. And then I'm thinking I can, like, solidify the fact that, like, the reason why I voted like, a certain direction is because I'm thinking about saying how, oh, Ben actually has an idol. They showed it to me. And then I'll be like, Ben has an idol. They showed it to me. And they were like, if you don't flip with us right now, you're out next. So, you know, I think that'll be my move for the week. We will see how it goes, because he was a little annoying, and he'll just, like, keep, like, trying to, like, sway me, and I'm just like, stop. Like, calm down.
Hello. Unfortunately, once again, we have another online challenge. With it being the nature of the first season, we had limited time to compete, so we had to do some of them online in order to fit our time constraints. For this next challenge, which is called Spot the Difference, we give all the players 2 pictures of the same kind. One picture was regular, other picture was edited and had a whole bunch of things missing or changed. So basically, for the players, the first person to spot most differences in the least amount of time won immunity.
Results for the most recent challenge just came out. I think I did absolutely horribly.
Little update. So pre-challenge, I was like, this spot the difference thing, you know, gonna be kind of easy, kind of like cartoony, kind of fun. It was neither cartoony nor fun. It was very hard, I'm not gonna lie. I really thought I flopped because I was just like, damn, I only got 4 differences in 6 minutes. And turns out everyone else flopped even worse than I did.
I did it in 2 minutes and 36 seconds. I found 2. I found 1 afterwards, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna lose. But it was tough. It was definitely tough. Okay, the message came out already, so I'm just gonna read it and I'm just gonna, you know, react to it. Okay. Meaning Hugh wins individual immunity. I will see everybody. Okay, Hugh won. That's good. That's good. We definitely needed someone from my alliance, the former yellow team, to win. That's good news, though. I'm actually really excited to have Hugh winning immunity. That means he's safe. It sucks to know that I didn't get it. I would have liked it, but I feel like I don't know anybody that's gunning for me at this time, so I'm feeling confident.
Yeah, so Hugh won immunity, which is actually great, because this entire week, this man has been like, make sure the target's not on me. It's so scary for me. And I'm like, you know, if you trust me, I'm flipping, and if the target's on you, it should not even be an issue. So I don't know why you're freaking out on me right now. But anyways, so the target's not on him. I don't have to deal with like trying to flip the vote like away from him for like no reason when I'm already flipping anyways. So
My magic has been played. I luckily won immunity, which is perfect. That's exactly what I want. However, I was trying to throw that challenge, and I let the clock run a little longer than I would have liked. I don't want to be perceived as a threat, and I think I already am. I played an idol. I did decent in the first challenge, and I won this challenge. So some interesting things have transpired. First, I would like to point out, I made up the fake lie about my immunity idol and that it was fake and that it was just a test for Dylan to see if he would look through my stuff. And he failed the test, obviously.
Oh my god. Fucking lying ass bitch. Oh my god.
So I made up a whole lie where my friend that lives off campus had all the supplies. And look at here, Dylan happened to reach out to him and ask for those same materials so he can make a fake. However, those materials don't exist. So I think we'll be scrambling to go to the store and see if we can replicate an idol as soon as possible.
anyways, but you know, remember I was mentioning the final three of Hugh and Lila? You know, final three with Hugh, I don't think that's gonna happen. I think he's lying. Like, after our whole idol debacle about, Searchgate from me going through his stuff, I feel like I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna let this go for now. But then I'm really thinking about it. I'm just like, why wouldn't you tell me like in advance you're making me a fake idol? That makes no sense. You can just let me know, I'm making a fake idol. It's okay. So I was thinking, and he was telling me that he made it weeks ago in his friend's room. So I was like, and he was saying like he got the stuff from Target from my other friend, who took him there. So I'm thinking, you know what? Let's DM this friend. Let's see like what's going on. Like maybe I want a fake idol. I think that'd be fun to have. So let's DM him, be like, oh, Hugh told me you made the fake idol in there. What stuff do you have left over? Would I be able to make one? He said, oh, there's only a little bit of string left, and I threw it away already. So sorry. What the fuck? What do you mean you have a little bit of string left? If you're making an idol, like, you don't buy little amounts of string, because those don't require a lot of string, and you buy the whole pack of string. So that makes no sense. Second of all, he showed me that, like, obviously I looked through it, so I know what the idol looks like. And I saw the red beads, and he said he got it at Target. I went on Target.com. There's no red beads like it. I don't see any. I don't know where he got that idea. So he's lying to me. So you know what? Well, I want to ask him about it. He claims he's indebted to me. How can I repay you for giving me my idol?
Like to play it, now would be the time to do so.
If you flip, it's fine. I'll do the mole. I have the idol. Oh my god. I'm sure, yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Because I need to keep because I'm close with Soren and Soren and I'm at least talking with the other people, and I need to keep at least that relationship up somewhat.
That's true.
So
oh, that could be good though. Oh my god, okay. I feel bad for taking your
I'm okay. You can take it.
Dylan, how am I gonna prove it?
Don't fucking vote me out soon. Oh, so much. Yes,
He's idol-less, thanks to me, and I have an idol. Ben has an idol, and I'm excited to play.
And I think everyone's kind of calmed down ever since we got blindsided by Lila, but I think we're still kind of on the same page where none of us really want to work with Lila. So it's been a lot going on. Right now, our main plan, which is the one that we've been kind of sticking with, is that we kind of talk to the other tribe, make it seem like we're voting Lila, and then vote Pierce, because I don't think Pierce is really expecting a vote coming her way. And so that was the plan, but it's definitely with all votes, I feel like it gets a little hectic. And so I met up, we're all kind of on board with that. And I know Dina was kind of trying to pull what Lila did and kind of infiltrate them.
Yeah, I didn't want to play a dirty game, but it's kind of fun, not gonna lie.
But I just, I don't really see that working. It seems a little too obvious to me.
And we told Dina our plan, even though we know that she's lying to us, which is not great.
Basically, Hugh just called me, and Hugh just called me, and then he starts saying how he wants to do like a final 2 with me, and this is my downfall. Is I am so trusting that I kind of considered it for a second.
I know Dina's lying to me. I don't think she's playing very well. And she told me she wants to flip right off the bat. Which, first of all, why would you want to flip to people you've barely talked to? One person that lied straight to your face. And all the people that just voted out your supposed closest ally. That is just throwing up every red flag.
I'm calmer now, and like my emotions aren't as high, so I mean, it was a great play by them. They totally tricked us. Like, they totally got us. And we were naive. We were too confident going into the merge, having the majority. And so I'm ready to play the game now. I'm excited too. I mean, justice for Cooper, we loved him. So we're definitely going to bring it in the future. And we still have the majority, 5-4. I just can't believe Lila was able to just lie like that to all of us. So that just shows that she's capable of doing that. We need to take account of that.
I met up with Hugh today, which I forgot to record, but it was a very productive conversation. Because I am looking to expand my game, past, I want to win this game, and there's sometimes you have to make hard decisions. So I talked to Hugh, and it seems like he's interested in working with me, along with Pierce, and then Dylan. And so it could be like me, Pierce, Dylan, Hugh, and then have like Ben and Lila and stuff. But I said I was interested in that, but I didn't really want to do that this vote.
I talked to my entire alliance today, and Soren said that he talked to Hugh and he was not buying what I said. So what's weird about that is if I don't switch, they kind of need me as a number on that side. So it just doesn't make sense why they're acting so calm if they don't need me. I don't understand. So I think they have an idol.
I really like both Hugh and Pierce, but I think they're even bigger threats than Jaina and Michaela right now.
So I think the plan going into Tribal is we're going to vote either Michaela or Jaina. It's kind of decided right now, Jaina. But I want to pin the vote on Dina. And this accomplishes a couple things. One is that Dylan is still able to pretend to be with them, even though he's really the one that flipped. And two, it puts Dina as the target for that tribe.
Oh my gosh, imagine if I actually did switch, because my tribe wouldn't see it coming, and they would be so mad. I would probably be out next if I didn't win immunity. Because if I were to switch, then I feel like I'd be at the bottom of the other tribe, and I'm just a number to them. And that's the narrative that's going on in my tribe. I don't know how true it is.
Yeah, I really hope you believe me, because that was really the main point of that conversation, was to make him think that I'm going to work with him and Pierce after this vote. And so hopefully that makes Pierce feel a lot safer, so that she won't play an idol. And that way when we have 5 votes on her, she'll be voted out. Which sucks. I actually was, for that first night, she was someone I was hoping would be on my tribe so I could work with her. But she's very smart. I think she's the one, I think, kind of calling the shots over there with Hugh. And, it's a tough game, and I just see her, being a true threat. So really want to get her out, and then after that, I would kind of want to bring Hugh a little bit under my wing.
Dylan is going to vote with us, but they don't know that. And that's a secret for now. So, yeah, that's going to be another blind side. Number 2, I'm really excited, and it's going to be interesting, but I'm also really terrified to see all of them, because I know that they hate me from what happened last time.
So right now I'm stirring the pot a little bit. I'm trying to get my troops in line, get my ducks in a line, get my ducks in a row, and get this person out. She needs to go. She's in a power duo. She's overconfident. She thinks she's got all the numbers, but hopefully Dylan flips and he's not playing everybody.
We will see how it goes, because Hugh's a little annoying, and he'll just keep trying to sway me, and I'm just stop, just calm down. So the 4 of them were definitely really strong, so they're a force to be reckoned with. The 5 of us, I hope, are stronger. I have confidence in us, but we don't have as much experience going into Tribal. They have done that before, and we've never had to do that before. So it's definitely opened our eyes and made us realize we start playing the game for real. And we're ready, so watch out. not a very eventful Survivor day so far. I am the middle. I am deciding between which side do I want to go on. Do I want to go with the side that, they do trust me? They do have a lot of good info together within the tribe. So I feel like it's not right for me to completely cut off this side of info right now with my old tribe, with Jaina, Michaela, Soren, and Dina. I feel like I'm getting a lot of good info from them still, and I feel like even if I vote out someone on the other tribe, they'll still trust me, and I still have a little bit of wiggle room to flip. So, that is the advantage of keeping them around, but the advantage of the other 4 flipping to them is that, I feel like I have more flexibility to work with, because I met with Lila today. We had a very good chat about, the long-term game, and I feel like she really trusts me right now, and, her and Hugh, she was, really down for Hugh and I to be a final 3. So, I feel like I'll have more maneuverability over here. But, also, last tribal, my tribe was so pissed off. It was scary, honestly. They were like, we're out for blood and revenge.
Lila, you backstabbing bitch.
I don't want me to be on a death wish. Hugh is telling me his combos, and Jaina's just I believe in honor, and I'm just I don't want to deal with the repercussions of that. That's scary.
Introducing our first member of the jury, Jane, and our third member of the jury, voted off last time, Cooper. All right, let's start it off. Last week, I would say something awakened in the game. Yellow obviously had been to 3 tribals and had probably been used to some of the maneuvers of the game. And for green, after 1 unanimous vote, I think there was obviously some anger in the air. Jaina, take me through it. How did that feel for you after last week's vote?
Obviously gut-wrenching. Definitely not a good feeling. You sometimes go into tribal council and you hope to feel comfortable and safe, and that you trust everyone that you're going in with, and plans can change, and you just kind of have to go with the flow of everything. And I think that after every tribal, it's just a chance to keep playing the game.
Michaela, what about you?
I mean, it's part of the game, and I think we just weren't used to it yet from the Green Tribe, so definitely opened our eyes. And it was a great play, sucks to lose one of our good Alliance members, but gotta keep moving forward and learn from it.
Is there anything that you want to explain that you think might have happened last week that resulted in Cooper going home?
I'm honestly not too sure why they chose Cooper. He's very likable, so definitely took us by surprise in who they chose, and the blind side for sure.
Lila, obviously last week was a big week, and the week before you obviously were left out of the vote. How do you feel like this last vote played out for your game and how it would help you personally?
Yeah, I kind of just stuck with the people that I felt like I trusted the most, and the people that I felt like will put me in the best position moving forward. So that's kind of how I decided to make my vote. Obviously nothing was personal, and yeah, that's kind of just how I decided.
Soren, obviously the word "nothing is personal" is used. Do you think that, do you view the game that way? Do you feel it as a game where nothing is personal, or do you think this game is something that can become personal and feel that way?
I think before playing it, I think it's okay, it's not personal, a good move is a good move, and I think that is where I feel, that's kind of what I'm thinking most of the time, but now playing it, I think it is different when it's this is someone that I would consider a friend and that I was close with, and then they just get blindsided because they're likable. Just kind of sucks, especially when you kind of extend the olive branch to someone and they just kind of step on it. It's kind of shitty. Oh, sorry. Not great.
Does anyone disagree with what Soren just said? Or have a different take on that?
I think it's 100%, you definitely feel bad voting people. I didn't realize, I genuinely like these people, and it's sucks to sorry. But to a certain point, it is a game, and I think Cooper had, I have so much respect for Cooper, the way he handled it and everything, and obviously I got votes, so I would have gone home if I didn't play my idol. It kind of swings both ways. It's very murky waters.
Also, someone had to go home, and it's not like any of these people still here were like people that I dislike. So obviously, like, I like everyone here, and someone had to go home. I don't feel like that makes it like a very personal thing. That's just how I feel.
Moving aside from obviously the last vote, Dylan, how do you think coming from the last vote will impact tonight's vote?
I think everyone is more on their toes. You know, it's like fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice. Oh wait, shame on you. I can't talk, I'm sorry. Fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. So I think everyone's just like trying to be more hyper aware of like the dynamics of the tribe.
Does anyone think that, you know, with what he just said, anything has really shifted in the game or changed? And if so, would anyone take me through that?
I just say I think majority of the Green Tribe's mindset really, because we really haven't had to backstab a lot or like lie too much. Just from our vote was unanimous the first time, and so we definitely made that shift. I think this vote into having that mindset moving forward.
Pierce, what is the factors that are going to be going into your decision tonight?
I feel like it's interesting to ask me because I did so little talking to so many people in the last 3 days that I feel like I've almost just been like told a name and I'm just like going with the name and I like don't even know anything aside from that. So it's like there isn't really like a factor because I didn't communicate and I feel like I should have. Not to say that I don't feel comfortable, but having conversations with people always makes you feel better about where you are in this game. Even if they're just lying to your face, it's something about having an in-person conversation feels better, and I didn't do enough of that. So my factor is just what I was told to do, and that's scary.
So going off of that, now being a full week as a merged tribe, Ben, how do you feel both yellow and green have, I guess, merged together? Do you think that there really is still those lines, or do you think that there has been a little bit of, alliances and communication and stuff between both sides?
Well, I'd say, in all honesty, that the merge, there are definitely lines. I just feel like, socially, we've mended pretty well. Everybody's, pretty cool with each other, but I just think, crossing alliances, it's been pretty tough, I think, because there's a lot of tension in the air. Everybody's a little bit scared, too, because you don't know how much you can trust somebody, and I think, it definitely takes a lot to try to reach out and, really see where you can put your trust.
Dylan, what do you think the biggest difference between the actual show of Survivor and playing Heroes, other than the fact that obviously it's a huge reality TV show and you're on an island, what do you think the biggest internal difference has been about playing the two games?
The biggest difference is that they're stranded on an island, so you can see where if people are talking to each other, they're talking to each other. Here you actually have to make an effort to reach out to someone, and if you want to be in their lines, they want to do it because they want. They're doing it because they want to. It's really easy to hide your alliances. So.
Hugh, last week we finally had the first Idol play this season. How did that feel for you?
I mean, it's always a dream to play an Idol correctly. However, it is very concerning because I've heard that I was the target if I didn't win this from multiple different people, and that is very scary. I think you talked about tribal lines kind of being manipulated a little bit. I almost think that this vote kind of forced the two tribes even more tightly around one another. However, this week people actually did reach out to me. However, you never know, and one person gave me their word that they'll flip this game, but we'll see what happens.
Michaela, take me through those last words of one person giving their word that someone may flip. Whether you know what that means or if that's you. Everyone has their own plan here. What does that mean for your game?
Definitely just nerve-wracking. Maybe it's me. I don't know, but definitely just you don't want to hear that at tribal if you think you're gonna tie an alliance of 5. So.
I'm gonna ask this question like I've asked every tribal. By a show of hands, who feels safe tonight?
Switched it up.
So one person. Every single week, other than Green Tribal Hayden. Everyone's been obviously going with that same memo of either feeling safe, not safe, whatever it is. And with that being said, Pierce, can you summarize tonight's vote and what it's going to end up being?
Oh gosh, it's a lot of pressure. This will decide the rest of the game.
with that, it's time to vote. Dina, you're up first. All right, I'll read the votes. First vote, Pierce. 1 vote, Pierce. Second vote, Michaela. 1 vote, Michaela. 1 vote, Pierce. Third vote, Pierce. 2 votes, Pierce. 1 vote, Michaela. Michaela. 2 votes Michaela, 2 votes Pierce. 5 votes left. Pierce. 3 votes Pierce, 2 votes Michaela, 4 votes left.
Sorry, this.
Michaela. 3 votes Michaela, 3 votes Pierce, 3 votes left. Pierce. 4 votes Pierce, 3 votes Michaela. Michaela. 4 votes Michaela, 4 votes Pierce, 1 vote left. The 6th person voted out of Cal Poly Survivor and the 4th member of our jury. Michaela. Michaela, please bring me your, Michaela, that's enough. Please bring me your buff. Unfortunately, the tribe is smoking. Thank you for playing.
Thanks, guys.
Well, by the look on Dina's face, I'm going to assume it's another blind side to everyone. Looks like a lot of faces that some people were not expecting, some people were. And with that, we'll head into the next challenge in a couple minutes. So.
Okay.
I mean, post vote, that was crazy.
That was insane.
I cannot believe that happened.
Yeah, so that was another just blindside, which just sucks. And I guess 4 of us voted for Pierce, which was a thought, and like nothing personally against Pierce, it was just we thought we could really fool them by making it seem like we really wanted Lila out and then get Pierce out afterwards.
This is
For
hilarious.
me,
Like,
I cannot believe Soren sniffed it out.
Yeah.
Immediately. I hope Dylan, if I was Dylan, I'd shin bricks right
no,
now.
right? This is crazy.
And like it worked, she didn't play an idol, but then someone, I guess of our 5, flipped. I know there was talk that Dina was talking to them about flipping, but she was like kind of talking to us about it like the whole time, like we were kind of in on it.
I mean, I'm so surprised he sniffed it out immediately. But like, we're gonna play into it. Dina did reach out to me and
Wait,
asked to flip.
who sniffed it out immediately?
Okay, right away he was like, Dylan, I could, might as well Dylan. I saw it coming, but not this silly thing. And Dylan's really supporting that. Yeah. Dylan was like, but like she could have figured it out. That's what Ben was trying to imply too.
I didn't think it would really work. And I feel like it might have been my fault because when she was talking about it, I was like, I don't think they'll believe that she'll flip. Like, I don't think you can trust the information, and maybe that came across as too harsh or something. But someone did flip. It wasn't me.
Explain what happened with Dylan.
So, us 3 and Ben, Dylan, voted for Michaela.
I don't think it was Jaina. I think it's Dina or Dylan. I really don't know which one. My gut is telling me Dylan.
It's like shocking how good of a read he had on that, which is like scary. No, it's terrifying. Really scary. But honestly, I'm just glad I didn't call.
Yeah. That's just like what my instincts are telling me, but it would make sense that I guess it could be Dina, just from all the talk that's been going on. But yeah, really annoying, just like 2 people, I guess like the 4 that we had of me, Cooper, Michaela, and Jaina. Like I knew it was naive to try to like keep it like just us 4, but it seems like we were getting targeted super hard, which is tough, and that makes me just a little worried knowing that now I'm in the minority.
But the moment between their 4, they don't know who
are helping because he's been a really good resource for us.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll kind of have to see where it goes from this week. And it's just annoying because this was a vote that like was so easy, like, or not easy, but like we had it, like I was so confident in that plan of make it seem like it was Lila, go get Pierce because she is a real threat. And I mean, now at this point, like I'm probably just have to end up working with them to get voted out by the end. I felt like we were so close and like we had it, and then we just like, you know, all it takes is one vote. So really, really disheartening, but you know, that's the game. You just got to keep on going.
She did reach out to us. Like, she did reach out to me. She's like, I want, like, pretending to flip, obviously.
And then she told them like she was pretending, but she wasn't going to. So we're like trying to be.
How do you know that she was pretending?
Because she voted. It's Dylan for sure.
Oh yeah.
He told us he voted to try and
We like met up and like for an hour before his tryout and we practiced his handwriting. And we practiced his handwriting. So that it might become more like I saw it come through and I was like, yeah, me too. But it's okay. We're brutal.
That's survive.
Big birds.
That sucked. That was terrible. The worst part is that I knew it was coming. I knew one of the 5 flipped. I feel like it was either Dylan or Soren, just because I knew they were talking to Hugh. I knew Soren was close with Pierce, and I feel like if the 5 of us wrote it out until the final 5, it wouldn't have been that super entertaining. So if someone had to flip and spice up the game, I get it. I feel like if I was in the position to flip, I probably would have at this vote. I just felt close with my alliance. And I understand the flipping, definitely very upset. I loved playing, it was so fun. Go Jaina, get out Lila, and whoever flipped, but.
What do you think happened?
I think it was Soren. I think Soren was tight with Hugh and Pierce, and I think they just made him a good offer. Or Dylan, Soren also said Dylan. Or Dina, I don't know. They all could have lied. I just don't think it was Jaina, but I think it could have been Dina. I mean, she told them she was flipping. We met the 5 of us, and I felt good. It's just the other 4, they weren't scrambling at all. And I was like, usually if you're on the bottom 4, you try to pull someone over or talk to people or lie to everyone, but like, they seemed very calm to me, so I was like, someone's probably flipping on our side. So I kind of knew that when I talked to the 5 and I tried to figure out who it was, but no one really gave me anything from our conversation. But Survivor is about lying, so if I ever play again, I would probably lie more. I wanted to come into this as a villain, but I think I'm just too empathetic, and I had a really hard time like lying to people, so. I think Soren's playing super good right now because he's kind of playing low, but he's super tight with R3, and I think he's gonna get tight with it. He's really easy to get along with, just like Cooper and Hugh. So I feel like both of them are gonna be good players, and then also Pierce. I feel like Pierce is gonna play really well. I think Jaina's too emotional, and she was really hurt by Lila, and that's kind of fueling everything that she's doing, which I think is just gonna blind her eventually. I think Lila, she's a good player. She made a great move. I wish I could have got her out for getting out Cooper, but she's doing good too. I think everyone's playing a good game, so.
Last thing is, if you got 2, I know your first year, would you play again if you get to come back for a season?
Oh, definitely. I would definitely play again.